Hello, my name is Alexa for Rebel News, and I'm currently in Berlin, Germany for the 2022 World Health Summit. The World Health Summit represents many elect and unelect oligarchs, politicians, scientists, and even famous athletes. They come together to listen to or make speeches about people's health without considering their failure in the decision they have made in the past and certainly in the future. The majority of people involved in this summit are highly politically committed and not necessarily democratically elected. The World Health Summit has been taking place in Germany for several years, but this is the first time that the WHO has partnered with the summit in Berlin. Berlin mayor said that the city founded the WHO hub, and thus Berlin is at the center of global health.
The founding of the World Health Organization hub is an important step towards understanding pandemic control and prevention as a task for the whole of humanity that needs to be further pursued and well coordinated.
We are three journalists, Drea Humphrey and Tamara Ugolini and me, plus two super cameramen. We came from Canada and from Great Britain to tell you about the hypocrisy of this event. If you, like us, think it was crucial for Rebel News to go there to expose these mirage of truth, go to rebelwho.com to help us pay these astronomical costs associated with this great journey. Today, I'm going to paint a picture of what a day at the World Health Summit looks like. The first day of this summit will remain unforgettable. But if we were not there, who would have told you about what was happening in this hotel? Probably nobody, since it looked like there were no other skeptical media. First, in Germany, since October 1st, the government has reinstated the use of mandatory masks on public transport. Despite this, many residents do not follow these rules, but neither do the decision makers, at least not behind closed doors. Before checking in to the hotel, Tamara had the opportunity to catch Tedros on his way to his civil society town hall. Check it out.
Okay,
Mr. Tedros, how are you? How are you, Mr. Tedros? If you could do lockdowns again, would you do them? If you could do lockdowns again, would you support them?
I'm sorry, please.
Mr. Tedros, if you could do lockdowns again, would you support them? That's what you get for unelected, unaccountable bureaucrats heading in there to the WHO conference, the World Health Summit.
Although the day started with everyone masked in N95, finally, after the camera left, the majority took off their mask to return to normal breathing. Left-wing activists calling on the Health Summit to take action on climate change have all sparked an outcry. They infiltrated the Berlin hotel in the early afternoon. The fire alarm was triggered a number of times. Even the opening ceremony was interrupted. At that time, everything was captured live. Look at this.
Much needs to be invested for global health. Is it me? I don't know.
So we are discussing pressing issues. Someone pressed the fire alarm. And he is not really supporting our debates over here. They are doing some protests about climate and things like that, and think this would improve our discussions. And I think the best way to improve the discussions is just continuing without hearing to it.
From there, Tamara and I, present in the building, capture a panicked bureaucrat. Watch this.
It's a miserable situation.
Okay.
I never had this kind of situation in my life.
What's happening?
Everything is terrible.
What?
I mean, like, there is no food, people are like, starving, and there is no elevators working. I mean, I host my conference also. Olaf Scholz is coming, he is not a politician in the international level. I mean, because of that, to do this kind of things, I mean, it's miserable. There is 9 former presidents and ladies who is having broken legs. They have to stand and wait with misery. Alia.
And now there's a fire.
Do you have a fire? Do you have a fire?
We don't have the false alarm, but
The
it's a false alarm of demonstrators in the building.
Oh, you have demonstrator in the building?
Yeah.
In?
So it's
Here?
in the building.
Oh,
So it's better for you to stay on the floor or go down to the other people.
but it's not working, so we
No,
still
no,
have...
no.
The same demonstrator stormed the front of the hotel by gluing their hand on the pavement and window. The glazed facade of the hotel was covered with glue and papers. So much for saving the trees. The German police intervened by trying to calm the situation and carefully remove their hand. There have been many arrests. It lasts a good while, keeping the guests, speakers, and guests of the hotel locked in the establishment. While the police intervened, the elite, as well as the guests, basked in drinking and eating fine bite. When we booked our room, the employee told us that the restaurant of the hotel was inaccessible until the end of the event for the guests. We later learned that this restaurant was reserved only for high-level participants. Have a look for yourself.
Hello. We're looking for somewhere that we may be able to get some dessert or something, but this is closed.
It's a bar?
Oh,
But not here, maybe over there.
over on the other side?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. This one's totally closed because there's a patio.
Only.
Sorry?
Invitation only. It's for high-level guests.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, thank you. Enjoy.
We had some interesting discussion with some of the participants to find out what their position was on a number of issues. Of course, our conversation took place undercover without anyone knowing because we were looking for the truth and not disguised lies. Some even talked about the important political decision, not the scientist decision, at the beginning of the pandemic that none of them actually thought was good for health. Two of us did continue inside until the conferences were almost finished, until it was over. But until the next time in 2023. It was a victory for Rebel News because we infiltrated one of the largest and important summit where hypocrisy is at its peak and the truth is hidden from ordinary citizens. Many people spoke to us openly, but again with some fear and reluctance. If even the participants of this masquerade invite to take part of these conferences are afraid that what they think risks facing in the open, who can we trust? Oligarchs, people from different walks of life who have seen their opinion dictated and directed towards the desired narrative. You see it, we made it, we are in Germany, we are wrapping up our travel, but without your help, we cannot deliver so much important report like this. So please go over rebelwho.com, make a donation, what you can for us to continue to bring you the other side of the story because, as you know, we were the only skeptical media here.